Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes and welcome back to Kick Run Kingdom. My stomach is on the verge of exploding because I literally just ate a very late night dinner and I just got done doing a workout. And you know what that means? It's time for us to finally tackle. Don't know why that had to do in the video whatsoever, but it is finally time to tackle Beast-Yeast. Episode 9, Garden of Sweet Delights, is finally here. No, this is not Beast-Yeast. What I want to do is I want to go over to the continent, go over to Beast-Yeast, and start on This Is the Wrong Place. There we go. Look how delightful this looks. It's episode 9. It's the Garden of Sweet Delights. I mean, come on. We had other places that were similar name for. I mean, you had Secrets of Silver Kingdom. Not really. If we go to episode 3, it's Awakening of White Apathy, I guess. Then we had episode 6. I try to do all these accurately in my head. Then episode 5, which is Shadow of the Destroyer. Then we had episode 7, which was Spire of Shadows. And now it's a Garden of Sweet Delights. What more could you ask for? Now, I do want to mention that while I do this, I'm going to be trying. And that's a heavy emphasis on trying, because usually with these part 1s of these story videos I do, I usually get nothing done. But I'm going to try and get comments read for the video. Fire Spirit finds his flame from the Flame Awakened story. And if you want to leave a question in the comments down in the comment section below for me to read on the videos, and feel free to do so, because it could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, that's what matters the most. But I know you all desperately want to see the story, so let's go ahead and start this off. If there's any voice acting I need to do, I'll most likely provide. So, it's time. From episodes 3 and 4, Realm of Apathy. Determined to find a cure for the mysterious pale ailment and save his kingdom, Dark Cacao Cookie ventures into the land of Beast-Yeast. Will the stoic monarch be able to put an end to the sinister plot of Mystic Flower Cookie, the master of the Ivory Pagoda? Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, because you never know. The ultimate trial to Dark Cacao Cookie's resolution awaits at the top of the endless steps, battling the creeping apathy poisoning his soul. The ancient hero finds a way to unite his divided power, vanquish his dreadful foe, and return home victorious. Episodes 5 and 6, Land of Fire and Ruin. At times, fate can play cruel jokes. Golden Cheese Cookie, the Radiant Queen, is kidnapped by the mysterious army of wild spices. Now, in the heart of Beast-Yeast, the hero and her general, Smoked Cheese Cookie, must learn all they can about their enemies, until the fateful confrontation with the ancient god of destruction, Burning Spice Cookie, breaks her wings. The Radiant Goddess cannot give up. Golden Cheese Cookie finds the strength to overcome her fears and confront the terrible beast once more. Yet, Burning Spice Cookie leaves her no quarter, nearly driving the queen to the brink, until she manages to reclaim the strength of her soul gem and bury her enemy under a pile of rocks. Alas, Burning Spice Cookie survives and retreats to the shadows, awaiting the next opportunity to strike. Episodes 7 and 8, A Game of Truth and Deceit. Pierre Vanilla Cookie and friends arrive at the Spire of All Knowledge, seeking clues about the beast binding ritual, but turns out the Spire of All Knowledge was actually the Spire of Deceit. Pierre Vanilla Cookie falters in the face of the ugly truth revealed by Shadow Milk Cookie, and is reborn as the Truthless Recluse. The era of deceit has begun. Shadow Milk Cookie spread chaos and rumors throughout the cookie world, but Pierre Vanilla Cookie's heart never faltered. Neither on the sugar-free road, nor when facing Shadow Milk Cookie's trials of lies, our hero steps into the light once more, determined to face the truth. And now, a new chapter begins.
We finished preparing for the expedition.
I couldn't have found a better cookie for the task. Thank you for your dedication, Raspberry Cookie.
It is my pleasure to uphold the honor of House Raspberry, Your Majesty.
Like a delightful mix of berries, the heart of our great kingdom holds the spirit of unwavering solidarity. May courage and determination guide your path and strengthen your sword.
I am honored to have your blessing. I will not fail you, Your Majesty.
Surprisingly enough, We're already starting after that, but I don't know if it'd be that simple. I feel like we're immediately going to get a cutscene after, but we do have the first 9 levels, surprisingly enough, which I feel like this is just us leaving towards Beast-Yeast, which 9.3 is probably going to implement that, and then we're going to find a boss. Could be the new cookie that got released, which is, what was your name again? It is Pavlova. Yeah, it could be Pavlova cookie, and then that's how we enter into Beast-Yeast. Now, with that being said, before we continue on, let me get a bunch of comments out of the way, because I know this is going to be long. AVG Player says, question, it's humanly possible to get the star powder for every cookie and pet costume on the ongoing OvenBreak event? I don't think so, especially if you're free to play. Pay to play? Yes. Free to play? No. There's no way. You could get, like, maybe the cookies maxed out with the pets and magic candies, but the costumes and everything else? No. Ariane Funhouse says, poor Starchy, we hardly knew ya. Also, question for today, I never tried coffee at all. Oh, well, there's always a new time for everything, and I'm hoping that Starchy survived, let's be honest. We need more people like Starchy in our lives. Also, Pixar Ultra Cookie says, OvenBreak 2 Rebaked has an update, I get it, no worries. And Felicia Lewis says, I got Fire Spirit skin and Sage of Truth. Oh, that's some good costume look, I'm proud of you. And lastly for now, Truthless Clue says, by the way, Fire Spirit ain't getting sniped because he revived himself. Yeah, that's true. I forgot he just has a revive. Oh, actually, just one more. Stickman S says, I hate coffee. Apparently we got some coffee deniers in chat. Either, hopefully there's going to be one person who has actually tried it before, but, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see in the later future. But, let's go ahead and go to the first world, which, and by first world I mean the first level, but, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a cutscene first. Surprisingly, it isn't. But I'm pretty sure the moment that we actually go ahead and, start this level, which, by the way, probably in the next video, I'm probably going to buff up Fire Spirit Cookie, and, you know, put him on the team, and probably swap him out for, I don't know. Should I get rid of Golden Cheese? I don't know. Everyone seems good. Maybe Burning Splice. So Financier could be the front defender. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out. Because this team seems pretty good for right now. At least in regards to what can help me. And yes, I'm doing story mode because I just want to focus on the story right now. I don't want to focus on anything too difficult. We'll just focus on the lore, you know? Dear Hollyberry Cookie, I hope this frantically written letter finds you well. Luckily enough, of the light of freedom remained for White Lily Cookie to return to her true self. It seems that our soul gems are connected to the power of these beast cookies. Now that they have awoken, they will attack us to reclaim their lost soul gems. Ah, pure vanilla cookie. I've heard nothing from you since receiving this shocking letter. Something must have gone wrong. He sure knows how to make me worried. I, Hollyberry Cookie, cannot simply sit and wait while my friends are in trouble. I must travel to Beast-Yeast and see what's going on.
Do you plan on traveling on your own again?
Ah, well, Wildberry Cookie, you startled me. How long have you been standing there?
A while. From Pure Vanilla Cookie. I bring troubling news from the Dark Cacao Kingdom. A mysterious plague is spreading throughout the land, turning Cookie's doughs pale white.
It's just as Pure Vanilla Cookie said in his letter. We have to prepare as well.
Of course. That is why I am here.
Jungleberry Cookie! Your steps have always been silent.
As have yours. You've always disappeared without so much as a word.
Why do I feel like I'm being scolded by the both of you?
Don't worry, Your Majesty. You are not. After hearing about the Dark Cacao Kingdom, we have been strengthening the Hollyberry Kingdom's defenses. To make matters worse, the beasts are known to wield powers that could destroy Crispia without a trace. But despite all this troubling news, I know you must still journey to Beast-Yeast to fulfill your mission. You may prefer to travel alone, but what say you to taking a company of our fine warriors with you? And Wildberry Cookie, of course.
You raise a fair point. We must tread more carefully in these times of turmoil.
Well said. Raspberry Cookie will await you at the rendezvous point. Wildberry Cookie, I trust you will keep Queen Mother safe.
Anything for the Hollyberry Kingdom.
You two baby me too much. Do you forget? I am a seasoned adventurer of Beast-Yeast.
Hollyberry Cookie, you... It is nothing. I bid you a safe journey, Your Majesty.
I'll be back before you know it. Classic Hollyberry. It's unfortunate that we don't have Hollyberry Cookie's voice actor, but I guess what are you gonna do in regards to, you know, just the story and lore and all that stuff. It's the best that we got. At least I can do the voiceover for you, so that's the best we have.
My dearest queen, you've returned. I hope my mother is well on her way to Beast-Yeast.
Yes, Her Majesty Hollyberry Cookie has set off to Beast-Yeast, accompanied by Wildberry Cookie.
Oh, you always know just where to find her, while I seem to be one step behind quite helplessly every time. But you will be happy to know that I finished preparing shelters for our denizens while you were away. What is it, my love? Well, you look troubled. Has something happened?
It's nothing. I was just thinking about the past. She seemed like her usual self, but something was amiss. Just like back when she dealt with the aftermath of the Dark Flower War.
Do not worry, dearest. She is safe with Wildberry Cookie and Raspberry Cookie.
Yes, of course. We must do our part while Queen Mother is away, so that our kingdom is protected from the clutches of the beasts.
Of course, you do have the two people who, basically were raised by Hollyberry Cookie to, of course, be scared and afraid. Did I just say scared? Which honestly does make sense. You always gotta worry about, you know, the elders and the people who you raised, or the people who raised you, in that same aspect. You know what I mean. But we can now get on to 2, 3, 4, and 5 until we get to the next scene. Then again, I feel like there's another cutscene that's gonna happen during, you know, Adventures of Beast-Yeast. So that's definitely talking about Hollyberry Cookie. So let's go ahead and get a move on while shredding through these enemies, because this is all to be a fun time. Also, more comments to get out of the way too. Like, there is another long one. I don't think there's another cutscene that plays, so I think we're fine. But there's one from Draco saying, I do like how the legendary costume for Fire Spirit is basically canon, with it being his fired up armor. That animation of his armor rising from the Inferno was so awesome. Gotta love how Fire Spirit immediately starts insulting Agar since he knows he's just gonna win now. You know what? I do agree with that, because let's be honest, Fire Spirit just pulled the "nah, I'd win" card. He was just like, oh no, this is getting difficult. Nah, I'd win. And then just whips out the armor and is just like, yep, good luck.
Let's debate it out.
As much as I'd like to debate Shadow Mook or, you know, Sage of Truth, I got some other things to worry about on my plate right now. By the way, what are some of these enemies? Cone Soldier of... Wait, are these enemies different? Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, these... Yeah, oh, they are definitely new. Okay, so we have Cone Soldier of Love, Mint Cone of Love, Mint Cone Archer of Love, and Cone Archer of Love. So we have normal strawberry looking ones, which are just cones, and then mint. Okay. Sure, what a really unique way to batten down your enemies. You better hope that they don't end up in, like, you know, the burning spice lens, because let's be honest, they will just melt into puddles. Yeah, those things are... Just the fact that they walk like that. I'm sorry, it's just so funny. Alright, let's go ahead and smash them. How about that? Here we go. And yeah, let's go ahead and just melt them all. Melt. Melt. These lens sure are... beastly.
I sense a heavy unease lingering in the air.
As you should. Trust nothing in this land. Seemingly harmless desert creatures will bare their razor-sharp teeth, and sometimes a cave echoing with monstrous howling is safer than an open field. Then, the next day, both the sharp-toothed creature and the cave is nowhere to be seen. Beast-Yeast is a curious and dangerous place.
And you wanted to go alone?
Why, yes. I wanted to come here alone because it's so dangerous. But it's unusual just how we've journeyed into the thickest of these woods so easily. Last time I was here, it felt as if the land itself was trying to stop me from venturing further in. Perhaps this continent was hiding the beast cookies, and now that they've awakened, these lands have nothing else to hide.
If Mottled Tropical Cocktail Cookie knew, they'd throw a fit.
That old lizard would never turn away from a good fight. But...
Luckily, enough of the light of freedom remained for White Lily Cookie to return to her true self.
The power of the Dragon Tongue was given in exchange for the story of the 5 heroes, which said that the light of each hero's soul gem shines with the truth of their story. However, should any of the heroes' stories be untrue, I can take back said power.
If what Pure Vanilla Cookie said about White Lily Cookie is true, the power of Dragon Tongue can fall into the wrong hands once more. But Taya Dragon Cookie said that they had a mission of their own.
I see. Hollyberry Cookie. We're nearly at the rendezvous point.
Who's leading the scouting part again? Was it Raspberry Cookie? She seemed to be around the same age as Princess Cookie, and already an officer. Impressive. I hear she even found a clue about the beasts.
Yes, an inscribed stele of sorts, depicting the story of the beast cookies.
O trespasser, heed these words. Turn back at once, and go no further. Before the demon arrives, cloaked in its sweetest guise. Its sweetest guise? What could that possibly mean?
To formation! Monsters are approaching.
They'll need our aid.
I'm with you!
Oh, we're getting the big quote from, the Plimming Sweetest Guise, which I'm pretty sure in regards to the Sweetest Guise, it's talking about its sweetest, like, disguise. You know, because, you know, D-I-S-G-U-I-S-E, which... What is this thing? A heart? Hell, what are you? We may do this, because I'm now curious. There's a heart right here. And there's a lovely whipped cream swan, ice triple cone soldiers, and the chocolate cone. And just cone. These are the goofiest enemies I've ever seen. And ooh, what a good thing. Before I enter, just to get a few smaller comments out of the way, there's one from Indictation, saying, bro, I have the costume before the character sheets. That's like great luck, but also bad luck. I hope you got Fire Spirit soon. Also, it's Caitlin says, question of the day, coffee? Last time I had something related to coffee, it was a Frappuccino when I was like 14, 50. I like it, but I don't enjoy it now. Everyone has different tastes, but that's understandable. I mean, sometimes we just have coffee once and then we never have it again. Oh. And Legend of Geode says, question of the day, I don't like coffee by itself, but I like a cappuccino. Isn't that just a coffee by itself? What are you on about? Isn't that, yeah, that's just a coffee type, right? Like, I'm not getting that mixed up. Like, it's just a type of coffee, right? Or is there some coffee art that I don't know of? Wait, hearts? What are these? What are the hearts?
The light guides my hand.
Love. Wait, Eternal Sugar Cookies Blessings, Rationalism. But what is it? Huh? What's going on? What? Why is Eternal Sugar Cookie blessing us?
The light guides my
It gave us a dash?
Witness destruction!
It gave us like a short-term super. The more enemies that we defeat, we just get this super dash. And we just bomb rush through the enemies like it's nothing. Why the pleb is she doing this? It's obviously to get her in her skins. I don't trust this at all.
Ruthless.
But, oh
Such
boy.
high praise.
See, she's definitely going to try and get under her skins. Alright, I think now, I know it seems like it's been a little bit short, but I think now is a good time to end the video, only because there's still a couple more comments, but, there's a heart level right there. I think by the next video, we should be able to get to the next boss and venture deeper into the land of Beast-Yeast. Because we got to find out what Raspberry Cookie's trying to fight. So with that being said, just to get some last comments out of the way, because there's not really too many left, there is one from Truceless Recluse saying, yes, I've had coffee before multiple times, but I sadly ended up hating it every single time I tried it, but I guess it's not my taste. That's understandable. Enrique also says, please tell me you got OvenBreak Dreamweaver costume. I don't think I have. If it's Dreamweaver, like a legendary, there ain't no way. Also, Shafir Raganostikov says, hey HyperHimes, if you were a cookie that works in the Dream Explosion like Milky Way cookie, what part do you think you would be? Train conductor, engineer, or Aurora Candy Cookie's assistant for paperwork? Or you just laze around? I mean, it'd be a dream to laze around, but I'm not sure if I could dream within a dream. Maybe I can, Paradox. I don't know, I'd probably just be the person just to, I don't know, scoop starter jellies into whatever the pleb, like the furnace equipment, like shoving coals into the fire, but like star jellies into the dream pump. I don't know. JP Game says, nice Sonic reference. I'm so glad someone understood what I was trying to go for with the title. Thank you so much. Also, Shauna Moran says, at 11:20, I cannot be the only person who thought that it was hilarious when Starchy got blasted out the mines. No, that was funny. That was pretty enjoyable. Let's just hope he survived. And lastly, Sonic Gamer says, question comment, I actually have been drinking coffee about every morning. Not really because of my morning routine has been likely, but also apparently caffeine is a good substitute for ADHD pills, and believe me, I need the stimulate because I have an inattentive variant of ADHD, and yes, I do like coffee. Well, as long as you enjoy it, as long as you're not forcing it down because it's like an ADHD replacement, that's the best thing that you can ask for. But for now is a perfect spot for us to end the video. So if you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Kick Around content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all my source media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Kick Around YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise, you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.